But we have tree structure in town. A new one. I can get a better shot or not. Could it be just some people that do that? Well, I don't know. Maybe somebody could have. Or some forest people did it. We got a tree structure. Actually, it's a kind of rough one looking right there. But you can see tree lanes. Yeah, we have Bigfoot, Seve, Forest Spirit, something that's in our town. And what's interesting about it is to my east, 100 yards away, there is a ton of geese, ducks, swans. So, what do they do with it? I can't get in there. Somebody might have got in there. I don't know why anybody in my town would want to do that. I don't know why anybody would want to do that. Unless you're a Bigfoot. Sadly. So, once again, some more image of that tree structure. I know everyone's seen it a million times. What's interesting though, if you fan out and go over this way, we have tons of geese and ducks. So we have tons of geese and ducks, and we have tree structure. Pyramid. What the hell is that noise? What the hell is that noise? What the hell is that noise?
Hey, it's Mike. Old Religion Dystopia. Um, Yesterday, today's now the 6th of November 2022, but on the 5th, Saturday, I went out to a ravine that's about 350 yards away from where my house is, and almost directly due east of where I live. In that ravine, I filmed this tepee structure. And in the process, filmed a few more things. There's something inside that tepee structure. There's an eye and a nose and mouth. God knows what it is. Don't have any bears. And ain't no raccoon. We don't have any dogs. So a lot of weird things was filmed and popping out of these trees. This could just be it. I don't know. I'm hoping it's nothing, but it seems like something's right there. There's something right here. They ain't animals. Like I said, these spirits pop out of the trees. They live in the trees. And Native Americans and they always talked about how these Seve Bigfoot would go in and out of trees, and forest spirits go in and out of trees. And I don't know why I'm the one that's been marked to find this stuff out, There's something right here has been filmed. This is the first image. Then seconds later, I filmed the same spot and there ain't nothing there. Head, nothing. If I go back a little further, there's that. That's where it's at. You know, they call them tree boogers. They call them tree apes. And I think they're forest spirits or tree spirits. They live in the trees. I feel nothing is really interesting right here. I don't know if that's anything or not, but it sure looks like some eye and all that. Yeah. Yeah. And let's see what else we can do. Let's go down a little to these files, images. Now I know people don't appreciate much what I have to say, but I think it's all nonsense. But right here in this, there's a spirit tree booger head popping out. Oh, this is every time I go to my car, I get this wonderful little gift that they did for me. Yeah, they did it. Are they real? Am I correct about this? Well, it seems that I might be more on the right path than, a whole bunch of these Bigfooters and these people and their movies and all that, and their documentaries and their made for television nonsense. This is a creek down, runs very low right now. We're in a drought, and this is next to Kroger's. You got some tree leans there. You see, that's not much. You start seeing the multiple trees stacked up like that, or branches. Yeah, that is something. Actually, you can't see. There's a tree lean down there. Somebody put it there. Something big enough to put it there. And this is, I just spent a little bit of time here on this bridge today. It started raining, so I had to stop because I have to use my electric wheelchair. And you can see it's perfect habitat if you're something want to hide. It's Haroon Community Park. It's interesting. It's not a very good image, but actually it's 3 tree leans making a teepee. They're trying to say something. In here is interesting. Great place for spirits to hide. Yeah, a little tree right here. And there's some weird stuff going on right here. I'm not going to say it's a Bigfoot or not. In fact, I'm starting to be pretty convinced we're dealing with tree spirits. But there's something going on here. Yeah, this almost looks like an alien looking thing. There's something going on there. Maybe I'm full of crap. I don't know. Fair enough. There's another big old tree lean that's going on there. Half teepee thing, whatever. You can see 1, 2, 3 on this. See where I'm at with all this. Yeah, let's go back a little bit. So this is that image once again. And of course, big old tree lean there and tree X or whatever. Something going on here. And there's that face. Is it pareidolia? I think a lot of people want to tell us that's pareidolia. But I'm agreeing with my elders. They called them tree apes for a reason. Forest spirits. The Native Americans said they would come in and out of the trees. And I believe that's exactly what they do. I think they've been doing this forever and a day. I don't necessarily mean that they are evil, although they certainly look evil. I don't even, what do you do about it? Except embrace it and just, that's their turf. I'm not going into their turf. Heavenly Father, name Jesus, Lord and Savior, please protect me, my neighborhood, with the precious blood of Jesus, and everybody, even those who don't believe. Please protect them. And loosen your mighty angels to protect us on all sides and protect my home and my family, my son and my neighbor's family and everybody else. And I guess this is their place. This is where they're right to be. So leave them there, God. Please tell them not to come bother me. If these spirits do bother me, God, I ask you most humbly that you send back whatever misery and pain they send my way 70 times 7. I already have enough problems as it is. Anyways, there's a lot of things going on in this image. I wish it was pareidolia. Gosh, do I wish it was pareidolia. I'd do anything for it just to be pareidolia, to be honest with you. But it ain't pareidolia. And I know it's hard to accept. It's hard to accept that there's something going on in the woods besides what, what the experts have been saying. So I was going along this ravine. This area right here is where I filmed Bigfoot. Very first video on my YouTube channel. My second one. The first one was Took It Down for Speaking Truth. You'll see the image of it. It's a short video. It's like something that looks like a dog man that turns into a Bigfoot. As you see, this real ideal, just ideal place for forest spirits, and maybe a Save. This is that image right here. Let's see if I got. So that's the log. That's the tree right there. Excuse me, I think. And then we go, and that pops up. But just peep. It's just a peeper. Just peeps. And I didn't see it. Of course, I didn't see it. As it's always the case, there's that head, goofy looking thing. I'm not saying it's a Bigfoot. Far from it. I'm not saying it's anything close to it. I just think that these spirits, they live in the trees. And why wouldn't they? There's a lot going on in these woods. An awful lot. And it's easy to dismiss all the awful lot and just think it's just silliness, childishness, superstition, or what would be more probable and more likely is that, the people that are teaching us the truth, supposedly, neglected to tell us about this. So you can see this nice big ravine, deep. Some people call it a holler. It's normally for this rocky bed that's normally where there's water. I'm not going to blow up a lot of these things, although there's stuff, a lot is. This is a footprint, maybe, and I'm not saying positively. One thing, if it is a Bigfoot, it's just got some toe prints right here, and the heel print is, and of course if you take an image, it's not the same thing as a cast. It looks like it was something that was done kind of recently, but we haven't had rain, so it might have been a while. One of the things is, obviously, where it's at, it's highly improbable that someone would walk around with their bare feet. Other thing is, too, Why is it so just in one spot? Did you see that? Did you notice that? Just one spot right there. Like somebody deliberately did this. I honestly think that these familiar spirits they talk about know what I'm up to. And they give me what I want, I guess. Is it form of entertainment for them? I don't know. I don't know why. I don't try that hard, folks. Not hard. I can't, first of all. I have MS and I either use a walker or a wheelchair. That image is not so good, but that's where the toe prints are. Bad angle. And that's on the ravine again. And it's just, yeah, everybody's seen trees, right? But what's brilliant is if you looked at the chaos, it's a great place to hide, whether Bigfoot or kids, maybe. You know, what I'm about to show you, I don't know if Bigfoot 100% did it, although I know Bigfoot do it, and I've seen it before in my town in 2017. I haven't bothered to look very hard for this stuff since then, because, you know, quite frankly, I know they're there. The tree lean. So here's this open space. Another side is that. So there's a street. The cemetery is full of geese, right? Just full of geese and ducks and fish. The pond's very low right now. Extremely low. Everything's low. It must be that all those lines in the sky and that geoengineering is killing the trees and drying up the place. But then on the other side of the street, there's like this little indentation, a little peninsula. It's very small. Peninsula leads towards this ravine. You can kind of almost see like, yeah, you can actually see some tree lanes right here. A tree lane right there. So it's making this kind of arch. Must be a very, like almost like a, there's a tree lane right there. There's the tree lanes right here. And there it is, a tree structure. There's another one right there, a tree structure. There it is. Kids do it? I don't know. Why would kids do it? There's some other stuff going on. A tree lane right there, and that is tree lane. There's another branch. I don't know if that connects or not. I know there's a couple tree lanes in the background. And there's lots of things going on in these. There's a lot of entities and stuff that I've seen, but I don't know how much I want to focus on it. Did the kids do it? The neighborhood? There's the creek, the bed. And then right on the other side are houses. It's really close. And actually, somewhere around, I think that's where my street is. And it goes right there. And if you keep going, my house, or the place I live, is right there about 300 yards away. Now, I don't know anybody who knows me and that I'm interested in this in my town. I don't really have anybody to talk to except for a buddy of mine who once in a while goes and does this stuff. You know, he went with me. Actually, he went with me to stargazing when we filmed the orbs and stars and a few other things. And he went with me and my son to Maumee Bay State Park last Saturday, in which we filmed a ton of stuff. I don't know what to think about it at all, to be honest with you. I just don't know what to think about it at all, except there it is. And why would people do that? Maybe somebody did do that. It would take a lot of time and energy. So these kind of tree leans leading towards that tepee structure. Then there's this kind of messy looking tree structure where you have multiple tree leans, but it's kind of a pseudo. I don't know what the hell you call it. Not the best pictures, there's just better pictures. But there's just like stuff on there, and it's all. Most people say it's nothing, right? Except until you look at the T structure, and then you're like, well, that can't be nothing. That has to be something. Now, I didn't go down in there. I can't go down in there because of my MS, and I'm it's not paralyzed, but I can't walk very well. I need a walker. I need to use a walker just to get to the edge of that ravine, just to film that. And I'm glad I had the opportunity to do it, but there's something down there, and I don't think it's the people doing it. Maybe it has something to do with some kind of ceremony or something. Weird old oak trees. Oak trees. With lots of weird knots, tree knots, nodules. How many times have I seen this year? I haven't seen a sighting of Save this year, but I have seen things manifesting out of the trees. Two heads in particular this year. One that looked very gargoyle-like, give me a grin, and then I saw a portal in my neighbor's backyard that was hugging around a tree, branches. Got this very strange one right here. As always, they have something going on. There's something supernatural about some of these oak trees. Very much so. I like that. Now, okay, it's pareidolia. It's okay. We'll just say it's accidental and it's pareidolia. It's awfully convenient pareidolia to me. Yeah, to me it is. You might think it's just nothing but just plain old pareidolia and it's just saying things. But the more you kind of look at that, and honestly look at that, it's kind of got about a mouth with some mean looking teeth in it, and it's got two eyes, right? Like it's popping out of the tree. Probably permanent, probably done deliberately. Who knows? Maybe just coincidental, huh? Maybe it's just something that just happens once in a while. But as Mike, you're just seeing things, right? I sure hope I'm just seeing things. Like this dude right here, I hope I'm just seeing things. And this dude is popping his head out. I hope I'm just seeing things. And I hope I'm just seeing things. Along with about the other buddies. And you know what? I even showed you half the spirits that are in this woods. Or in this ravine. Who's going to believe, anyways? Only those who have the eyes to see and those who have had real experiences with Seve, a dogman, or these forest spirits, cryptids. Only those. Everybody else makes fun of us and laughs. Native Americans have known about it for centuries, for thousands of years, probably since they've been here. But no, we can't be honest about anything in this country unless it doesn't fit the official narratives. So be it. It don't fit the official narratives. And so be it. We don't like it. And who says we're right about anything, for that matter? There's a scientific method, sure. How many of us have ever implied it in our lives? Seriously. In any way, shape, or form. And what's interesting... oh, son of a gun. Some dude right here, he's just popping his head. He's just peeking around. That's blurry. But I guess they don't see people around there too often. I might be the only person in town. That's probably why they aren't tormenting me. So, Heavenly Father, please protect me. Because I really don't want to go through all this crap again. And it's just there. There's nothing we can do about it. They have a right to their place. And tell them leave me and my place alone. That's all I got to say, God. I mean, might have been asking for this out of ignorance. I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I started doing this quote unquote Bigfoot research and found out real fast that Bigfoot and Bigfoot and his buddies are spirits. They're spirits, folks. And that's why they're translucent looking, and that's why they don't look like, everybody says, oh, they're, what are they, cloaking. They're not cloaking. They're not cloaking, folks. They're spirits. Once in a while, somehow, some way, they manifest in the flesh. Maybe it's just to drive off people and scare them off. Well, that's fine with me. I don't want to go in their woods anyways. That's their woods. This is my place. That's their place. I respect that. I respect the fact that they have their place. I respect the fact that they live in the trees. I think we should respect the trees more than we do. We should value them more than we do. Unfortunately, we don't. And then everyone else has to pay for all the frickin' stupidity that people do. Like loggers and all that kind of stuff. Logging companies and that. But anyways, there is something right there poking out. And if you pay good attention, there's something there's stuff poking out everywhere. That definitely is. If you, those who have, oh, there it is. Those who, so here's the other guy. He's poking out of the big old eyes and his smile. I don't know what to say to you. They're tree spirits. They have a right to be there. You know what? I never would have ruined any of their tree structures if they would have played fair with me and not been abusive. I don't know if they even have the capacity to reason like we do. I don't know if they can even help what they do when they scare us off and everything else. So all I could just say is, God, just please drive them away. They have right to their place. They have right to their... And the damnest thing is my son went down there with his big brother. And even if you guys could pray for my son, because I'm sure if I'm marked, he's probably marked. My big brother's marked, I think. At least he's seen Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the one in Northern California. We have something a little different here. It's not the Patty version. We got some kind of grass man thing or whatever. It is, what drive me to go there? One thing, I didn't have anything better to do. Why did I not have anything better to do? Well, I don't know. Part of it's because of sickness, MS. It slowed me down. I just don't, and I don't fit in anymore. Learning all the stuff I've learned in the past 10 years, 11 years, as far as what the world's really about, I just don't fit in anymore. So, Heavenly Father, only hope I have, Abba Father, Lord of all spirits, the only thing I hope is you. The only hope I have is you. And I hope that Jesus, that whatever he did, protect me and everyone else, and help me not to be a religious fanatic, but just give me the strength to face what's really out there, and send these things into the light if that's where they need to go. If that's where they belong, is in the shadows and in the woods, then let them be there. Tell them that they don't have a right to me, please. I would have been perfectly happy, God, never finding any of this stuff. But obviously, that's not how it's going to work. So, God have mercy. God have mercy on us all. And I'm sorry if I sound like a religious nut. I'm not. I really am not. I pray for my enemies and I pray for everybody. And I want it the best for everyone. I really do. And I hope all of you are blessed a million times more than me. Because I'm really not your enemy. I don't know why people decided they wanted to make me their enemy. shamans and medicine women and medicine men and send these things my way. Christians are my enemy. Everyone's my enemy. God. All I wanted to know was the truth, God, and you reveal it. And now what do we do? Now that we know the truth. Now that we know the truth, what do we do with it? What do we do with the truth? You can see there, it's like it's trying to make this pyramid structure lean. And then there it is. There it is. It is cool to see that. And I guess you gotta accept the fact that I have to, at least, that's 350 yards away. I gotta somehow embrace that it's okay. They have a right to their place. And I just ask you, God, don't let them in my place and keep them far, far away. Protect me, God. Loosen your mighty angels to protect me on all sides and make a barrier. And protect my whole neighborhood, everybody, the children, families, my son. Protect everybody, God. Wake us up somehow. Anyways, sorry for the rant and the rambling, guys, but I just started doing this again this weekend. Actually, the weekend before that, me and my friend Eric, we went stargazing, and next weekend, then we were going to Maumee Bay State Park and filming X's and tree structures and all sorts of spirits in there and orbs. And then we were supposed to go there today, but because of the weather and everything, he didn't want to go. There's numerous reasons why it didn't work out. And so I ended up going here. I just decided to just look at what was going on in the ravine. I was kind of hoping to see some turkeys and some deer, maybe a coyote or something. No, I got that. And there's something in the middle of that. There's something in these that there's certain spirits, they seem to just use it. I don't know if that's the one to, let's see. Some of these, let's see if we find one that's good before I quit. So there's something in there. There's things that manifest. I wonder if they use it as some kind of portal thing. I don't know. I probably should quit. Sorry about the ending. I know it's not the most exciting of endings. But damn, look at that thing. Okay, it's pareidolia. It's just coincidence. It just happened to work out that way. Just happened to work out the way. It was just coincidence that I had mean looking, Bigfooty looking head just there. Okay. Yep.
you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind.
If I